Sorry, good morning. It is Thursday, September 3rd. You surprised me. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, here's our newspaper for Thursday. Lots and lots of local Missouri, St. Louis area news. Top big headline, it is political theater. There is a prosecuting attorney in the city of St. Louis named Kim Gardner. She's kind of controversial. She just won a primary election in a heavily Democratic St. Louis, almost guaranteeing she'll win the November election. So anyway, demonstrating some electoral success and popular support for sure. Anyway, she still generates some controversy. Some people don't like her. And so an article on that if you're at all interested. We also have the latest push on Lambert privatization. So Lambert Airport is owned by the government, by the city of St. Louis, and sort of a conglomeration. The St. Louis County government also has its hands in there. But anyway, it's a government-controlled and owned body that oversees Lambert Airport, the major airport in the area, of course. Anyway, some people want to privatize that, like sell it, in effect, to a private company and let the private company run it. And so there's stuff on that. And then athletes march at MU, so Missouri University, or University of Missouri, Columbia, Mizzou, had a huge march, interesting article, about social justice issues, particularly civil rights, and African-American leaders led that march, and athletes particularly took part at Mizzou. So quite interesting. And then our last sort of local news dominating the front page, pandemic puts brakes on gardens work. So the St. Louis, or the Missouri Botanical Gardens in St. Louis does lots and lots of great work around the world in the field of botany and plants and all that. Anyway, the pandemic, thanks Corona, has definitely put a hamper, has slowed down all that. So anyway, all of that said, I assigned the other article on the front page that is not any of those local stories. I've assigned this one at the bottom of A1 there, that is health experts worry U.S. vaccine is being rushed. So good news, bad news on the vaccine front. Looks like we may have one sooner rather than later. But will it be safe? Is it too soon? Anyway, read that one because kind of interesting. If you are continuingly interested in the Metro East news, Metro East limits not made lightly, Pritzker says. So sort of a continuation of yesterday's. Anyway, our governor, J.B. Pritzker, talking about the corona stuff. And the decision to close indoor dining in our area, in the Metro East, Region 4 it's called. The St. Louis mayor, Lyda Krewson, had to vacate her home temporarily because of protests. That's over on A4, mostly over social justice stuff. Lots of virus news throughout the paper. Depression, anxiety, spike amid outbreak is way back on A12. Tell me about it. But anyway, lots and lots of stuff, social justice issues, corona news, you name it. But anyway, the other assigned article. So I do have two assigned articles today. I have that one on the front about a vaccine, possibly. And then the other one is over here on page A13. And it is deficit to hit record $3.3 trillion. So that is all about the government deficit. Deficit simply means if you spend more in one year than you take in. And of course, government takes in or earns money through taxes, primarily. Anyway, so big deficit. If you run a deficit this year and a deficit next year, well, you spent more last year than you earned. You spent more this year than you earned. You did that twice. You have to add those two together, right? And that makes your total debt. So that's the difference between deficit and debt. Deficit is an annual amount that you're in the hole. And then a debt is your total of all of your accumulated deficits that you haven't paid back. So anyway, read that one too. It's a lot of money. Hey, a little bit of sports news. The Allen era ends. If you're a Blues fan, interesting article there in the sports page for you for September 3rd. Lots of other good sports in there too. So anyway, kind of a long one today. Hope you enjoy those articles. Stuff to learn. Anyway, see you at a meet sometime. Pay attention. Dr. Skurdich, I think, will be making an announcement today about school next week. Talk to you.